Right. So it is 7:02 on August 22nd. This is a meeting of the Cohasset Select Board that I will call to order right now because it is by Zoom. I'll do the little intro. So tonight's meeting will be conducted on the Zoom platform and live streamed on Cohasset's Facebook page. The public's invited to participate on the Zoom platform, which can be accessed using the link on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Members of the board and scheduled participants will be able to participate when called upon by the chair. Board members will be able to ask questions of any participant. All votes will be taken at this meeting by roll call. Members of the public who want to ask questions can raise their hands, and at the discretion of the chair will be promoted. They must state their full name and address for the record. Comments on platforms other than Zoom will not be monitored. All right. So that said, I'll do roll call. Mr. Plex.
Chris Plex here.
Ms. Marr.
Ellen Marr present.
Mr. Creighton.
Jack Creighton here.
Jean Haley Dippold here. Mr. Grady will be joining us later in executive session. Why don't we all do the Pledge of Allegiance using Jack's flag right behind him?
Yep.
All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So let's see here. Justin, are there any public comments?
I do not have anybody here. No.
Okay. All right. Next issue, we have a one-day liquor license, Friends of Holly Hill Farm, for September 23rd, 2023. Is there anyone here that would like to discuss that? I don't expect anyone, but just on the off instance. Okay. Does the board have any questions? Nope. Would anyone like to make a motion?
I'd like to move that we approve the liquor license for Holly Hill Farm for what's the date again? September 23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll second.
Great. Any discussion? All right. Hearing none, I'll do a roll call vote. Ms. Marr?
Ellen Marr, aye.
Mr. Plex?
Chris Plex, aye.
Mr. Creighton?
Jack Creighton, aye.
Jean Haley Dippold, aye. All right, motion passes. Now we are at board and committee appointments. We have 3 appointments we're looking at for the Community Preservation Committee, CPC. This is Eric Eisenhower, who the Conservation Commission has voted as their representative. We have 2 election worker appointments for Corey Evans and Paul Antico. And then we are being asked to create an AEC associate member as it relates to Ms. Russell, which by way of background, you may remember that we appointed 3 people, but we weren't sure if there was 3 spots or 2 spots. Turns out there's 2 spots, but we wanted to create an associate position for Ms. Russell, so that way she could participate on the AEC. And by creating an associate member, we also don't create a quorum issue for them, but still allow her to have voting and membership privileges if they need her for a quorum or otherwise.
I'd like to nominate Eric Eisenhower to the CPC.
All right. Any second?
Second.
All right. I'm going to do roll call vote because it's Zoom. Ms. Marr?
Aye.
Mr. Plex?
Chris Plex, aye.
Mr. Creighton?
Jack Creighton, aye.
Jean Haley Dippold, aye. All right. Thank you. I think we can do the 2 election worker spots at once for Corey Evans and Paul Antico. Any discussion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Ms. Marr?
Aye.
Mr. Plex?
Chris Plex, aye.
Mr. Creighton?
Jack Creighton, aye.
Jean Haley Dippold, aye. All right. And last is AEC associate member. So we will be changing Ms. Russell's appointment from a regular AEC member to an AEC. Yes, Ellen.
You can finish your statement.
Oh, okay. I was just restating what I said earlier.
Okay.
Just for clarity for the motion.
Okay, so I just have two questions. One, I assume she's okay with this because we voted in all three without preference to any one of the three. So she's fine with being an associate member.
We reached out to her ahead of time.
Okay, great. And my second question is a point of order. Do we have to amend our motion to approve from July 25th, where she was voted as a full member to now an associate member?
I think a motion could say we want to move to change the prior full membership to AEC associate membership now. I'm not sure if we need two separate motions for that. Chris, what do you think? I think we could probably handle it all in one.
Yeah, I think it's simply just move to amend the motion from July 5th, amend the motion to appoint to make her an associate member in lieu of the full member, something like that.
All right, so I'll make a motion to amend our motion of July 25th to that appointed Barbara Russell as a full AEC member to an AEC associate member.
Second.
All right, Ms. Marr?
Aye.
Mr. Plex?
Chris Plex, aye.
Mr. Creighton?
Jack Creighton, aye.
And Jean Healy-Dibble, aye. Okay. We have two sets of minutes from July 25th and August 8th. These are still not the minutes that have the zoning bylaw discussion in them. I just still need to look through those. I haven't had a chance to do so yet, but I will. Yes, Ellen?
Oh, I was just going to comment that I was going to reach out to Tracy for an updated draft of those minutes, unless you have them.
I have them. I haven't had a chance to look at them. You're welcome to look at them if you'd like. I know that's on my plate, and so I'm just sort of confessing to it publicly right now. But just one nit in the August 8th minutes. The second page, it says conversion, should say conversation. Other than that, I didn't have any edits, and I did email Tracy about that too. So I think Betsy, you're on. If you wouldn't mind just making a quick note, that'd be great.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I do have a comment on the July 25th minutes on page 3, select board comments. I checked my notes. I don't recall making the recommendation to connect with Jason Earls of School Facilities to provide an update on the state mandated plastic water bottle study. I didn't have it in my notes, and the meeting isn't posted on video. So I'd like to kindly request that we defer approval of these minutes until I can find out what I said, because I don't.
Okay.
This.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. So it looks like we have the August 8th minutes. Any discussion about those? No. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve just the August 8th minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of August 8th.
Second.
Okay. All right. Ms. Marr?
Ellen Marr, aye.
Mr. Plex?
Chris Plex, aye.
Mr. Creighton?
Jack Creighton, aye.
Jean Healy-Dibble, aye. Okay, so we've approved the August 8th minutes, and we will circle back on the ones of the 25th as well as the prior ones with the zoning references. So at this point in the meeting, it is 7:11. We are going to move into executive session under exemptions 3 and 6. So the first exemption 3 is to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigation of the public body and the chair so declares. The board will discuss the navigation bylaw and related oyster farm litigation. The chair so declares. This as an executive session exemption under 3. We will also discuss executive exemption 6 to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real estate if the chair declares an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the negotiating position of the public body. The board will discuss a potential property acquisition. The chair so declares. This is an exemption under 6. We need a motion to go into executive session under those 2 exemptions. Would anyone like to make it?
Come on, Chris, step to the plate.
I messed up the last one. I'll see if I can get this one right. Move to go into executive session.
Second.
Okay. Ms. Marr.
Ellen Marr, aye.
Mr. Plex.
Chris Plex, aye.
Mr. Creighton.
Jack Creighton, aye.
Jean Healy Dippold, aye. All right, we will be exiting and not returning because we will adjourn from executive session. My fellow select board members, you have the link now that Tracy or Betsy or Chris just sent you in your email, or Justin, in your email for the new executive session, or the new link for executive session. So this will be the end of the public session for our meeting.
Chris, I did that on purpose. I want you to know.
Give me practice. Thank you.
Yeah. No, because I knew I couldn't do it.
I'll see you all in executive session. Bye.